What are some obstacles you faced?
So I didn't know what I was doing. I just came into it. I didn't know what the real estate industry was about. I met Sujhan, and
Who's Sujhan?
Sujhan is the broker of Royal LePage Ignite. And growing up, he was the guy that was dominating the area that I grew up in. So I always looked at him like a role model, right? I'm like, yo, this guy's killing it, right? Everywhere I see, he's just like fucking like everywhere, right?
Yeah.
Brown guy, killing it in like Highland Creek area and like all this stuff. So like growing up, I looked at it, and then he opened up a brokerage, and like after I got my license, I'm like, I want to go learn from this guy. So I went there, and I didn't even know the whole way the real estate industry works. I just came in and signed up, and then he gave me tickets for a conference, and at that time I needed to go to renovations.
Who was the conference?
Construction.
Who was the ticket conference for?
Sorry?
Who was the conference?
For Mike Ferry.
Mike Ferry.
Mike Ferry, yes, right. So I actually took time off to go and go to the conference, and I remember like pulling up. I didn't have a car, and I had to borrow my dad's car to go there. And I parked it up, and I'm like walking up to the door, and I see like Range Rovers and like freaking Porsches and everything parked up in the front. I'm like, those are sick cars. And I walk up on the first day, sit down in the front. Right, and I was just so eager to learn, and I go dressed up, and I go sit there, and it's just like a room of like 300 400 agents, and they were doing like a seminar, and that's when I first realized how if you ran real estate like a business, the potential that there is,
Yeah.
but at the same time what that requires of you, which is to do sales. Right, be a salesman, right? As negative of a stigma there is towards the word salesman, you have to be able to be a salesman, which is go out there, look for business, talk to people, let people know that you're a real estate agent, in that industry. Because when I came in, it was just like real estate agent, or you're just another real estate agent. So they even touched on that in the seminar. They're like, do you want to be a real estate agent, or are you a secret agent, not telling anyone anything? And I'm like, bro, that's literally me. Because I'm just like, I'm not telling anyone I'm a real estate agent. So how the fuck do you expect to make business?
Yeah.
You gotta tell the whole world, right? So they taught the core fundamentals of it. And by the third day of the conference, obviously they're doing sales too. So they were selling their coaching and mentorship and stuff like that. By the third day, I was so convinced on it that I'm like, if I invest through coaching into myself, and I have someone that would be able to guide me through it, then I think I could figure it out. I have a better chance, fighting chance.
Yes. That's crazy how you went right in for the coaching like that. I feel like usually like the people don't really see the value.
Yeah.
Obviously, like Mike Ferry is a really big corporation, and they're really good at presenting their product, and like they definitely sold it to you. But
Yeah.
I feel like the average realtor won't even go to a conference even if they had a free ticket.
So what was the value of that ticket? Do you know? For that
A
first
couple
ticket?
$100.
Couple $100.
Did you pay
Yeah,
for it, or did they
$300.
Sujhan give it to you for free?
Sujhan got me, man.
Sujhan's a G,
Yeah.
bro. Sujhan's a G. I hope he's watching right now.
Bro,
You're a G.
yeah, he's like hands down, like
He's a real
such
chief.
such an amazing soul, and that's what it was, right? He's like just investing into people that he's
sees the
seen that potential.
Yes, yeah.
Right? So he just put it out there and gave it to me. He knew that, and we only knew each other for maybe a couple days.
Yeah.
You know what I
Wow.
mean?
Yeah.
So, he had that blind faith. And again, I had the blind faith that the one thing was on the third day, I wanted to sign up, but my bank account did not want to. Okay? I literally had no money. I was coming into it like fucking broke. So I remember I called my dad. And I was telling him, I'm like, okay, listen, like this is the situation. I want to sign up for this coaching thing. Okay, they're gonna help me and guide me towards making money in real estate industry, but I don't have the money for it. So just what I think it was like $1,000 a month, Canadian. And you have to, it's a 12-month contract. So once you sign it, you have to fucking pay regardless. Right, even if you don't show up, you have to fucking do it.
Even if you change your credit card information, you still gotta pay for it.
Yeah, exactly, right?
Yeah.
So it's a commitment, right? So I'm like, okay, I have like maybe $1,000 or something. I can maybe cover a month, but like I'm like, Dad, like, can you help me out with it? And you know, if you know, I know that when I start making stuff, I'm gonna pay you back. And bro, like he didn't ask a question. He's
No
like, yo,
way.
okay,
Yeah.
cool. All right, I got you.
That's amazing.
Right? And he allowed me to be able to move forward with it, and it, you know what I mean, it allowed me to be able to make use of that. So that's how I, you know, overcame the hurdles of kind of having an understanding of how to do it. But then that opened up a whole new can of worms of skills that I need to fucking work on, and understanding myself and schedule, and like so many obstacles that allowed me to be able to have a support group. I had Sujhan, I had my coach, I had other agents that were around me, right? I had my family, I had friends to be able to kind of talk to. So all of that kind of, you know what I mean, came together and took a good amount of time for me to be able to put in the effort and the consistency, right? I would show up to the office at like fucking 6:37 a.m.
Wow.
And every day I was doing it, and I'm like, why?
Hey you, yeah you. Thank you so much for watching our video today. If you click over here, you can watch more videos like this. And did you know we have full podcast episodes? If you click over here, you can watch that. And if you click that circle right over there, you can subscribe to our channel so you know exactly when we drop our next video. Thank you, and until then, wealth is possible.